One thing that I find particularly interesting about Giacometti is he wrote about how he's trying not to show people as you know them to be, but as you actually see them. So rather than kind of representing someone in a full height 3D way that you know them to exist in the real world, he was more interested in how he saw as an artist or how he saw as a person, and to represent that. And that's why you see the works becoming very tall or very thin or very small. That responds to how he was actually looking at people and really thinking very deeply about what we're doing when we see. Because Giacometti was Swiss, he was able to return to Switzerland during the Second World War, which was a neutral country. So whilst France was really having major problems and there was the invasion by Nazi Germany, Giacometti was able to continue working during the Second World War. And this, you can see the effect it has on his practice. He created during the Second World War the tiny sculptures, which are probably one of my favourite parts of the exhibition, these very, very small sculptures. And I think that's in response to the war, because that's when he really starts thinking about who we are as people, about how to represent us, about what it means to be human. But whilst people focus on this existential element, and it can show Giacometti as maybe quite introspective and quite negative, you know, showing this vulnerability of the human figure. What I find interesting about Giacometti as well is he had that part of him, but he was also very sociable. He liked the cafe culture in France. He went out in Montparnasse every night with his friends. And so there's these two parts of the Paris lifestyle, of the European lifestyle, that is being represented in his work. One is this post-World War II experience and the trauma, the collective trauma of that period, and the other is the people's resilience and able to adapt to that and overcome what they'd experienced and to actually work together in building a new culture.